Good afternoon. My name is Rob Harritz. I'm a physical therapist and the supervisor of therapy at Community Hospital of Bremen. This is an application for Barbara Maynard to receive the Critical Access Hospital Patient and Family Experience Award. Barbie is an exceptional occupational therapist at Community Hospital of Bremen. She has recently shouldered revamping our activities program and interdisciplinary forums for rounding at Bremen Hospital. She took the initiative to adapt several areas of opportunity to improve the patient experience while rehabbing at the hospital. She demonstrates exemplary leadership skills with communication between our swing bed coordinator, social worker, hospitalist, pharmacist, nursing, and dietary to improve the process of patient care. With her guidance and dedication to patient care, patients now have the opportunity to better participate in what makes them feel happy and at home, bringing a sense of humanity to their hospital stay. Barbie has always had the patient experience at the forefront of her mind. She will take the extra time to make the patient experience best as possible. For example, we had an elderly patient who had dementia and uncooperative, even combative. This patient could easily have been written off as non-compliant, and her time at rehab would have been fair at best. Barbie tried placing a radio with the patient's favorite style of music per her daughter to help soothe the patient. This drastically changed the patient's attitude and general behavior, changing from unruly to pleasant. She was much more cooperative and willing to participate in therapy, and would even be seen tapping her feet and bobbing her head to the beat of the music. Another example of improving patient experience is that during one of her evaluations, she learned that the patient enjoyed reading. However, due to her medical condition, she was unable to read at that time. Barbie put together and printed children-type books, allowing the patient to read large, simple words and associate the storyline with the pictures. The patient's family was blown away with how happy their mother was in the hospital reading the personally made booklets. There are so many more examples of how Barbie has gone the extra mile for improving the patient and the family experience at Bremen. I would like to share a testimony from our swing bed coordinator, as well as from one of the patients who was just discharged earlier this month. This is a testimony from a patient who was previously discharged. Upon arrival at Bremen Community Hospital, Barbie was a light. She shared her knowledge and compassion for my mom and me after our recent injuries involving a car accident. She approached my mom with caring and compassion, but also strength and confidence. At 91, with significant injuries, there were days my mom wanted to give up and not try. Barbie encouraged her and didn't let her give up, but changed her approach to meet her where she was on that individual day. She spent additional time with us as a family to help us understand the needs and the possible setbacks we might face, but never gave up hope that she would get stronger through her work to regain her mobility and return home. Barbie helped guide us through her therapy, and when things looked bleak, she would stop in to make sure my mom was still pushing forward, always saying how strong she was and encouraging her to push to get stronger even if things were hard. She would bring in music to lift her spirits or just stop by to say hi. We had to decide about our next move from Bremen, and Barbie helped talk us through what my mom needed and encouraged her to keep fighting. We shed tears together, and she helped us navigate the next steps over lemonade in the cafe. We returned to Mom's room, and Barbie had written on her mirror with a dry erase marker how proud she was of my mom and to never give up, to stay strong, and she could do it. My mom could read that message on her mirror from her bed and her chair at all times. Barbie went above and beyond to help my mom feel comfortable, to work with her in therapy, and to connect with her as a person, and to give her strength to continue on. We appreciate all she has given our family, and will return after a full recovery to thank her as she made a positive impact on our journey through this difficult time. Barbie gives caring, compassion, and empathy to her work. We were lucky to have her with my mom and our family, and we greatly appreciate her and her knowledge in therapy.
Barbie is extremely knowledgeable and demonstrates a high level of technical expertise as an occupational therapist. However, it's her ability to connect and to collaborate with patients, families, and coworkers on a personal level that really sets her apart from everyone else. Barbie's passion for her profession and her desire to help others is inspirational. She acts with integrity, she's encouraging to others, she has the ability to think outside the box and problem solve, she's a great coach and teacher, and her input is invaluable. Simply put, Barbie is someone patients, families, and coworkers. I'm always impressed with how Barbie begins her therapy sessions. She's never in a hurry and always has a smile on her face when she enters the patient's room. She engages the patient and family in conversation and gives them plenty of time to share their feelings and express any problems or concerns they may be experiencing. Recently, Barbie was working with a patient who had Parkinson's disease. The patient shared with Barbie that her nurse was trying to correct her gait during ambulation and it was throwing off her balance. Barbie was able to take the patient's concern to the nurse and discuss the patient's concern. Together, the three of them were able to arrive at a solution that made the patient comfortable and optimized her safety. Barbie has an innate gift for connecting with patients and families. Her ability to not only listen, but to hear what the patient is saying is the key to forming a bond that builds trust. Ultimately, patients are aware that Barbie truly cares about their well-being and that she is going to work with them to accomplish their goals. By welcoming patient and family input, Barbie promotes patient and family participation and ownership in care. Together, they work as a team to accomplish the patient's goals. Ultimately, the caregiver-patient-family relationship is strengthened, communication is improved, and trust is formed. If I could sum Barbie up in a few words, they would be optimism and passion. Barbie loves being an occupational therapist and has a true desire to help her patients and leave them better than when they arrived. Her ability to build positive relationships with patients is remarkable, and the care and empathy she demonstrates on a daily basis is inspiring. Barbie is a strong patient advocate, and she uses her voice to speak up for the needs of her patients. Barbie is deserving of the Critical Access Hospital Patient and Family Experience Award because of the positive impact she makes on a daily basis.